belong to us by virtue of the fact that we are people here on this earth. These are not rights that have been given to us by any governmental body or any government official. They're ours. But unfortunately, under our existing body of law, under our existing system of governance, these are rights that can and are being taken away from people across Oregon, across our nation. And we are here now today to change that. We are here to give our environmental rights the highest constitutional recognition and protection they need and they deserve. So that when our government officials, when our system of laws fundamentally fail to protect our environment, fail to protect our environmental rights, when they are willing to sacrifice our children and future generations to the devastations of environmental pollution and a growing climate crisis, when they allow communities of color and indigenous communities and low-income communities to be repeatedly and consistently targeted for environmentally devastating harm, when they allow irreparable harm to the precious nature that nurtures every aspect of our lives, we now will be able to do something about it.
And really, this is about giving every Oregonian, especially our youth, a real stake in the future. It's not about doing what's right. It's about doing what's right. It's not about doing what's right just for today, but also for future generations. And I just want to really take a moment to thank Mel and Linda and all of the amazing people behind OCERA here in Oregon, the coalition, everybody who's out here from Third Rock, 350. There's so many organizations that are out here supporting, and we know that we couldn't do this work without you all. And so just so grateful to be here, and thank you for letting me share with you today.
I was born in the Marshall Islands, and for those who don't know, the Marshall Islands are already on the front lines of the climate crisis. They're actively being swallowed by rising seas. People are being displaced, land is disappearing, and a whole culture, my culture, is under threat. That the climate crisis doesn't just endanger lives, it endangers belonging, identity, and sovereignty. That's why I care, that's why I fight, because the place where I come from is at risk of vanishing. But I also care deeply about Oregon. This is my home too. I've grown up here, I've breathed the wildfire smoke, I've seen the skies turn orange, I've watched people suffer in deadly heat waves, and I've watched our government treat those disasters like temporary inconveniences, not as signals that we're running out of time. I care about Oregon's future as much as I care about the Marshall Islands. These are both my homes, and I want both of them to have a fighting chance.
It gives me a lot of hope. I'm also standing up here for my brother and my sister. I co-parented them my entire life, and everything I do is for them and for their future. I stand up here for my trans brother and sisters and for my queer community, you know, and I won't have that without amendments like this.
As an Indigenous person here in Oregon, we all, as Indigenous youth on my tribe, on my reservation, we were told to steward the land, protect our resources. This means our first foods, our fish, our berries, our roots, our water. Like that sign says, we were supposed to provide clean air, clean water, and it was a right given to us by Creator, and for us to have clean air, clean water, we would have to steward the land. So with this bill, and I believe that you guys have put so much work into this today. Sadly, I did not get to see that, but it's a right that we'll have as youth here today, here in Oregon. Right to clean air, clean water. It's a right for all, so